So I still haven't finished Christmas shopping because, why would I be put together and ready to rock and, ahead of my life in any way? So I wanted my sister, there's no way my sister listens to this show, so I'll just talk about what I was going to get my sister. I was going to get her like some makeup stuff and a gift card to Sephora. And I forgot, like at the North Shore Mall, the mall near us, there's like a Sephora inside, which I know is there. But there's another beauty store outside that I also thought was a Sephora. So I went there first, and it's not. It's like Ulta Beauty, which I think is also like another thing people shop at. But regardless, I went there first, wrong place. But I was like, oh, I'll go in here anyway. Maybe I can find what I need to get here. I'm in there for a little bit. 5 minutes total. I hear the loudest, most guttural burp I think I've ever heard in a public setting in my life. And I turn around, and it's these 3 like high school girls, and they're like shocked that whichever one of them did it, like I think they thought it was just going to be like a little guy, and it erupted. And then they started like dying laughing. Everyone around the store just like honed in on these girls, and they left the store because they were, whatever, embarrassed. I shit you not. About 30 seconds goes by, and they come back in very loud, like they're like incognito, like everyone forgot. Like it's just very funny to me. It was very bizarre interaction.
No one has object permanence.
And maybe no one else noticed it, but I watched them walk out, stand out front, and then watch them walk back inside, like in a matter of 30 seconds. And I'm like, I mean, what are you gonna do? But it was very funny. I was like, nobody burps like that in a super public setting. Like it was clearly. Anyways.
Yeah, it was a mistake.
We all knew it was her.
People just be burping.
We all knew it was her. She thought she was slick.
We be burping.
We do.
Even if we didn't know it was her, her girls ratted her out real quick.
I mean, at least they like you didn't know who did it. You know what I mean? They took the fall together.
Okay.
And then re-entered together. You know what I mean? They ride together. They die together.
Maybe they switched hats so we could get us confused.
They come back in with the glasses with like the fake nose and the mustache.
Yeah,
that would have been good.
Mark glasses.
I wish they did that. Anyways, that's a terrible intro. Welcome everyone to the Past Control Podcast, a show where a couple of best friends talk about the latest in video games and nerd culture. Sometimes we have guests like tonight.
Are we best friends?
I mean,
I feel like you're putting a lot of pressure on me here.
I've been to New York. I've
been to Massachusetts.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean we're best friends.
So we've seen each other in our home. I met your mom.
Oh, you know what? You're right. I can't argue that.
I can't believe I had to like fight for this. I mean,
I didn't know.
Listen, I appreciate that you just don't let anybody in. Now I feel more special. I feel like I've earned it.
I got to be on guard.
Of course. Fuck it. Fuck the intro. Join us tonight, of course, to end the year as the potential final guest of the year, because I don't think we're going to have guests next week, is the one true Italian. Sorry to the rest of you Italians out there, but you have nothing.
Yeah, you fucking idiots.
Jesse, I don't know, Gabagool Vitelli.
Sure.
Grabbed by the Gabagools.
What's going on? Thanks
Jesse,
for having me.
Yeah, you know what? It has been a while. You should have been on here sooner. I'm happy you're here now. Yeah. You've recently become a free agent.
Yeah, I quit my job. It's sick.
Hell yeah. We love to see it.
Let me tell you, when you're unemployed, every day is Friday, and it's awesome.
It's a good feeling.
Until I run out of money, and then it's not awesome. But for right now, we're kicking it.
Hell yeah.
It's a good time.
Any fun things you have coming up you can chat about? Or
there's some stuff I have coming up that I can't talk about, but I did write the forward for Into the Spine's end of year roundup that is put together by Diego. Yeah. So I wrote the forward for that, but I didn't know I was writing the forward for that. He just asked me for a submission, and then he was like, "Oh, this will be the forward," and I went, "Oh, okay, sure."
Hell yeah.
So that's up, so I can talk about that because it's like public now. But I got some other stuff coming up next week, and then hopefully in the new year we got some cool stuff in the works. But
yeah,
right now I'm just kind of chilling.
I mean, it's the end of the year. It's a good time to just chill. It's a good time to take some time for yourself. And I have no doubt that there will be some amazing things from Jesse out into the world.
God, I hope so.
And not too long. We all know. We know it. We know it to be true.
Who's to say?
Of course.
I got my PAX East badge though, so you know what? Regardless of my employment status, those fuckers got to let me into PAX East. I got my badge.
Exactly. Play more indies. You know what I'm saying?
Sure. Yeah. I could abide by that.
Did your tweet get traction? The porn.
Not as much as I wanted.
That's aggravating. That was a good tweet. It was a good tweet.
I thought it was a good tweet.
Do we want to discuss why Chun-Li is listed as a Fortnite character? Mike was very perplexed by this. Mike was upset.
I think it's not that like they categorized Chun-Li as Fortnite. I think people were specifically looking for the Fortnite model of Chun-Li.
Okay.
On porn.
How would you do that though? Is that a thing?
Chun-Li brackets Fortnite. I don't know. I don't actually know how you would do it. But I'm more concerned about like I have not looked at those two like models side by side, but like what is it about the Fortnite model of Chun-Li that has people like more interested?
Unless maybe it's a lot of people like this, like Fortnite's got a big player base, bigger than Street Fighter. Maybe there's a lot of people first time they're meeting Chun-Li is Fortnite.
They don't know that Chun-Li is from Street Fighter, and so they're looking up Chun-Li Fortnite.
Or maybe they're typing into the search bar Chun-Li, but only the one from Fortnite. Maybe they're writing a whole sentence. Is that how it works? Can you search that way?
Yeah, you could Google whatever you want. No one's gonna stop.
You can Google whatever you want. If you're on the hub, I would imagine that you're trying to be like very quick. I want to get in out. This is what I want.
On the hub, Mike? Is that what people call it? Is that what they're saying on the internet?
It's like that restaurant on the hub. In Boston, it used to be top of the hub.
Top of the hub.
Yeah, now it's like on the hub.
Chun-Li is top of the hub, baby. 2023.
Top of the
hub. We got a great show for you tonight. Of course, as always, I'm your host, Brenden Groom, and joining me as well as Jesse this evening is the anime senpai himself, Mr. Michael Desir. Mike, how are you doing this evening?
Yeah,
How many times have you typed Chun-Li into the hub this year? How much have you contributed?
I don't care for Chun-Li that much.
Okay.
She ain't my girl like that.
Is there anyone on the list that you typed in? I'm putting you on fucking.
I need to pull up the list again. I need to pull up that list again so I can come up with my goofy answer. Let's just say Sonic. I'm pretty sure Sonic was on that list.
Wait, was Sonic on the list?
I think Sonic
better been on the list.
I think Sonic and Mario, I want to say, were the only two guys on the list, unless there was a Genshin. I don't know Genshin enough to say that definitively.
From Sonic, the alligator.
Wait, the alligator was on there?
No, I'm
stop
just
it.
Shit.
Okay. Yeah, Super Mario was on there. Why is it gonna be Super? I guess you don't want small Mario.
To do with that?
It's a distinct possibility.
That's the shit.
What iteration of Mario is sexy, right? And I'm not saying that Chris Pratt is sexy, but like I feel like that's the closest Mario's ever gotten.
Is there a version of Mario that's sexy though?
Like okay, to be clear, like a Nintendo licensed version of Mario, not like a DeviantArt version of Mario.
So wait a second though. So I have your tweet pulled up that has that list, and the top list Fortnite. So this is like for Mario, at least in this, is it just like maybe people are searching like Princess Peach or something or Bowser?
Right, that's ranked by games. That's not by
is there
character.
A separate one for character?
Yeah.
I don't know. Oh, is there?
Yes.
Okay. That's the list I'm interested in.
Chun-Li, Fortnite, Tifa, Final Fantasy, Diva, Overwatch.
Those are the top
three.
Okay. Mike, which one? Where are you planting your flag? Where are you
Sonic
planting your seed?
Sonic from Sonic the Hedgehog is 6th.
See? It's crazy, right?
Sega does what Nintendo
version where he's got the scarf and he's like kind of jacked.
I think it's the
maybe it's
Sonic one.
Maybe it's the werewolf.
Sonic.
Maybe people are into
that. It's the original movie version. It's like the one.
Oh no! I mean, he had teeth, so
some people are into that.
Is Mario listed on that list, Dom? You have it up still?
Yes, he is 8th.
Wow. 8? That's high.
Wow, that is
Top
very
10.
High. That's disturbing.
Yeah, it is weird. I know near the bottom of the list, Gardevoir, which doesn't surprise me.
I was just going to bring that up.
I feel like Gardevoir hits it every year, though. People got to think.
Yeah. It said that, like, Gardevoir looks like Owen Wilson.
It was either me or Eric. I don't remember. It was definitely one of us.
I will never understand that.
Ken got mad enough to the point where he, at some point that night, booted both of us out of Discord because we kept saying it. Oh wow. It's the hair. It's the Gardevoir hair. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In the pale white frame.
Hair?
I don't know what it is. It's synthetic pokey skin. It is probably like not a hair.
It's not hair, but what's important is that they got the orifices that are needed. It doesn't matter if it's hair or.
Mike's just letting it loose right now. You should put that bargain bin 4 logo down, Mike, because you're gonna expose yourself over the next 40 minutes.
4 logo.
So the interesting thing that I'm thinking about is, so this is a list of the most searched characters. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that they all have like hits, right?
Yeah. Presumably.
Yeah,
just people are just looking and they're like, oh no, they don't have it.
Does not mean that somebody's making.
I better go back to Chun-Li from Fortnite.
Chun-Li, they don't have regular Chun-Li, so I'm gonna look up Chun-Li from Fortnite.
All right, whoever doesn't care about their browser, can you just go there and see? Can you just type in Chun-Li Fortnite and see if something pops up? I am just curious now.
Actually, no, it's this one.
My algorithm's messed up enough, man. I don't need Chun-Li Fortnite in there.
Actually,
you're gonna get some weird ads tonight after your phone.
My hub algorithm's all porked.
Oh boy.
While Mike's doing that, and then rounding us out, of course, is the Disney daddy himself, Mr. Dominic 40 Dom. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing fine.
Okay, all right.
What am I typing in again?
You know what you're typing in.
Am I typing in
Fortnite?
Okay.
However you think you would search for that.
Well, here's what I'm gonna say. So far I typed in CHUN, and then they have like all these different search results. Under videos, the first thing it says is Chun-Li. It just says Chun-Li. Like that is an autofill option.
So someone must be somehow typing Fortnite in. So just add it on. See what happens.
Okay, so now that I've typed in CH, you want to get demonetized?
No, just look
sure?
and see what happens.
If it's artistic. If I can make it artistic, we can get on there. All right, so now that I've hit space LI, the recommended videos goes Chun-Li, then it goes Chun-Li Fortnite, then it goes Chun-Li cosplay, and then it goes Fortnite Chun-Li.
But is there actually anything that shows up when you click on the Fortnite one?
Nothing that indicates that it's anything from actually this one says Fortnite gameplay Chun-Li nude. So there's that.
There you go, Mike. There you go.
What happens if you type in just Fortnite? Does Chun-Li like the top search result when typing in just Fortnite?
Oh, if I just type in what's the
just type Fortnite into the hub and like let the search rip and see what.
Wait, did you get the hit for dead or aroused?
I didn't see that.
I really wish they'd make a new one. The fighting game community is such a great place right now. We need a new one.
All right, so when I just type in Fortnite, I get Fortnite Rule 34. Makes sense.
Of course.
Then I get Chun-Li Fortnite. Then I get Fortnite Ruby, Fortnite compilation, which is it just like a bunch? Are people going to Pornhub just looking up like sick compilations of like kills and stuff, like sick wins?
Oh yeah, these sick clips that people are hitting. Like,
ever since Mixer shut down and Hype Zone went away, they got to get their Hype Zone.
Dude, Hype Zone was actually the coolest thing, and I'm upset that does not exist.
I don't understand how Twitch never copied that. Do you remember that, Jesse? Are you familiar with Hype Zone?
No.
When
Isn't that the battle royale that got shut down by Ubisoft?
No, well, that I do.
Hyperscape.
I mean, it might be.
When Mixer was still a thing, there was like it must have just been a Mixer channel. I don't know how they figured out how to like do this algorithmically, but basically, it would just rotate around to people that were streaming games. It was usually Fortnite that were like in a top like win situation where like
it was like a red zone situation.
Kind of, yeah. It was basically like it's just gonna show like this person's either gonna clutch out a huge win right now or they're gonna die, and it was just like it would keep rotating through channels.
What the hell?
I don't know why.
Why was that ever shut down?
I don't know. It was my favorite thing about Mixer. It was so good. It was so good to watch because it was like it would just keep bringing that chat to everyone's thing too. So like the person streaming would see all these people flood in and they'd get like they'd get on a little, like, the nerves are building up. Yeah, so it was an interesting idea. I'm surprised Twitch hasn't, like, or YouTube or whoever hasn't stole that idea, because it's I don't know. I would watch that channel because it was just a fun, like, you're either gonna get real hyped up or someone's gonna fail, and it's also gonna be great. It's like highlights and fail comps all in one.
Sign me up.
I'm on board. We'll get a great show for you tonight. Of course, if you can't tell already, we're just gonna do the proper investigative journalism on Pornhub gaming searches that needs to be done.
I'm confused by the amount of Fortnite gameplay where Chun-Li is not wearing clothing, but it's just like regular Fortnite gameplay. Like, I don't know who's taking the time to do that.
I didn't even know mods like that were the thing people did in Fortnite.
Yeah, neither did I.
But would that work? Like, if someone was modding a character and playing, would I see it?
No, it's like a fighting game where, like, if you have a modded character on, only you see that mod. It's just for you.
It's just for you, and
if it was modded, if everyone could see that mod,
you get banned.
There'd be a problem.
Yeah.
Why would I bother buying skins if I could just mod myself to look like whatever I want and everyone else could see it?
Okay, that's fair. So it's for you and for the hub, apparently. So
I was thinking more of the fact that, like, there's like a new Chun-Li running around and they probably don't want, like, children seeing that. But I think that you went to, like, why would I buy skins if I could mod my own?
Oh, John Wick's in the shop? Not today. Now it's mine. Hey, listen. You could start
Wick's in the shop? I want to see that guy's ass.
Bang. That's what really perplexes me about the idea is, like, you only get to see the back the entire time. Like, what's the point?
Keanu's cheeks. I'm sure there are emotes that could spin your character around.
I mean, there are a few that I remember that if I did the emote, I could at least pan the camera a little bit to see.
But you get the front of it when you're like loading into a game, when you're in the lobby.
Yeah, I guess.
Do you think that they add physics onto the skin, so when you're, like, dropping in off the battle bus,
if you're going far enough to mod like a new Chun-Li skin, the person who's modding it is also definitely just going to go all the way and mod
all the way.
Yeah. Dead or alive physics. Yeah.
Dead or aroused.
Dead or aroused. I apologize.
Dead or alive is my
Mike, type dead or aroused into the hub.
I just fucking.
All right, no, don't open the hub. We're done. We're moving on. This episode, of course, great sponsorship segue, is sponsored by our good friends at Goodnight Fatty. If you're in the Salem, Massachusetts area, the North Shore, on a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you want yourself something hot, sweet, and tasty, fresh out of the oven, you can head on down to 1 Washington Square and get yourself a delicious fatty. And if you're unaware of what a fatty is, you can check them out on social media at Goodnight Fatty and at Good Morning Chubby, and I promise you will not be disappointed. Jesse, if it works out, PAX next year, I'll bring you some fatties. We'll make a fatty trip.
I would love that.
Make a little fatty trip.
So you went to Bova's the other night.
It was I think maybe the only time I've ever gone to Bova's, and it was not busy. I think it's just because we went, like, at the right time. Did you go to
Real Person Hour?
We went, yeah, which I never go during Real Person Hour. It's usually always late at night, and it was so bizarre to, like, go in there and be like, I can look at everything and think about what I want to order, and not go in there and be like, I got a all right, I want a calzone, I want a rice ball, and, like, I don't know, 7 buffalo different desserts. Roll. That's what I got. I had a buffalo chicken roll last night. It was so fucking good. Yeah, went to Bova's. Stopped in Modern too, real quick, to grab something as well. But yeah, Bova's is a must. Bova's is a deep cut. If you know, you know. Other quick housekeeping things. The PTC Movie Club for December is Mike's pick, and it is Asteroid City. Because of the holiday rollout and whatnot, we'll probably have that episode for you in January. So apologies if you are hoping to hear that next week. It'll probably be a January episode, just because next week is 400, and we are not going to do a movie episode for episode 400. So anyways, because we are at the end of the year, because Jesse is here, I figure this episode is Jesse of the Year.
Nope,
so I took the liberty of typing into Google, not the hub, Mike, most famous Jessies.
Oh, I wasn't even listening to you, man. I was busy looking at other things.
Because I'm convinced that no Jesse had a better year than our Jesse Vitelli. Mike, off the top of your head, can you even think of a Jesse that had a better year than our Jesse? Name me one Jesse, Mike, that isn't in this Discord call.
Let's see. We got Jesse, the main character from Control, but that didn't come out last year.
It's also not a real person.
We have Jesse, fucking John Stamos' character from Full House.
That was gonna be my pick because I don't know if y'all have been getting it, but I've been getting nonstop Full House on TikTok. Full House is making like a wild comeback on TikTok. There's some shit happening.
I'm not on TikTok, but that doesn't surprise me. I feel like
people being like, what is this show? And I'm like, what do you mean?
Wait, that's what it is? It's just people discovering that show?
No, it's like clips of the show. But then, like, all the comments are like, "Oh, what show is this? What show is this? Oh, this show is funny. What show is this?" And I'm like, "What is happening?"
That's got to be streaming somewhere, right? It's got to be a
children.
I saw a conspiracy theory earlier that Michelle had been dead the whole show, and I didn't watch the whole video. So
that's a good conspiracy theory.
That's a dumb conspiracy.
I love shit like that. It's like,
was it? I don't think it was the last episode, but I feel like it was close to the end of the series where Michelle fell off of a horse or something, and then she was.
I think that is the last episode.
That is the last episode?
I think so.
Because then they use both Mary-Kate and Ashley to like play as her being bedridden and her like spirit or whatever. Why would they? What would be the point of her being dead? You know what? I'm too upset. Just carry on.
I'll be part of the
I didn't watch the whole video, so.
All right, so Mike offered up two not real people. Already our Jesse is correctly stated as the Jesse of the year. Dom, name a Jesse.
Oh, I got one.
Jesse of Team Rocket.
It's a good one. It's a good one.
Are they even on the show anymore?
But Ash left, so they can finally win now.
That's true.
But are they on the show?
I think they were on the show until the very end.
They're blasting off again.
And again. And again. They never stop blasting.
I'm gonna say definitively with that one, Jesse is still our Jesse of the year. Is the Jesse
I forgot about Jesse the Body Ventura.
Yeah.
What's he up to though, Mike?
I don't know. Is he still governor or something?
I don't believe that he is.
Jesse, what do you got? Who are you offering up to say is a better Jesse than you? Or in contention for that title as of Jesse of the year?
I don't know. There's a streamer named Jesse. I don't know. Did they do anything important this year?
Jesse
Cox.
the streamer.
Jesse Cox, COX.
I'm going to type Jesse the streamer and just see if Jesse Cox is even the top Jesse streamer. I type in Jesse streamer and it's Jesse SMFI. Is that person?
I don't know.
The second result is Jesse Cox.
Yeah, so this is what I'm saying. I've never watched Jesse Cox. I don't know anything about Jesse Cox. That being said, I feel like they probably had a better year than me.
I don't know. Let's see. How do we want to determine this?
I don't know, man. This is your game.
It's true.
I'm gonna click on.
Is it groupthink?
What about Meth Damon?
Yeah.
Jesse Plemons. Jesse Plemons. No, that he good year. Good year. Killers of Flower Moon. He was in something else, right?
Honestly, just being Killers of Flower Moon is already a better year than I had. So.
Is it though? That's a long movie. It's a long fucking movie.
Yeah, it was a long year, man.
That's true. Jesse Plemons. When I googled Jesse Plemons, I typed in Plemons. His name's Plemons.
Okay, well, thanks for pointing out your own mistake. You didn't have to tell us that.
He is married to Kirsten Dunst.
Yep.
He is in that trailer for.
I'm not married to Kirsten Dunst. We're already.
The new Civil War movie. That's where I saw him.
He's in that trailer.
They made Marvel Civil War 2?
Yeah, and Jesse Plemons is apparently in it for some reason.
Oh, is he Ant-Man?
Yeah, he's Ant-Man.
No, he's Termite guy.
Oh, finally.
All right, Killers of the Flower Moon does have a 93% tomato meter. So, I mean...
Yeah.
But it only has an 84 audience score.
So?
Well, I would argue that regardless,
is lower than 84. I'll tell you that much.
I would no, regardless of what the critics have to say, Jesse is like a 97 for me. So, I mean, Mike, what's Jesse's audience score for you?
Look, Jesse, I'll be honest with you. I'm not familiar with your work. I only know you on this show. This show blows. Ergo, you're not that hot.
That's what I'm saying.
But Mike, this show sucks, and Jesse chooses to like, all right, I'll come on because like you need me to be here. You know what I mean?
That shows something wrong with
more
me.
poorly. Yeah, that speaks more poorly about him than anything else.
Okay.
It's like me seeing a pile of dog doo on the street, like someone's got to step in this, right?
Yeah, if I don't step in it, someone else will.
What about Jesse Eisenberg? What's he up to?
I don't think he did anything this year.
All right, Jesse Vitelli, better than Jesse Eisenberg, confirmed. All right, we're tier listing it. So we got Jesse Plemons.
Jesse Eisenberg was in a Hulu show this year.
Was that this year? Was that Fletch thing? What was it called?
Fleischman's in Trouble or something.
Fleischman in Trouble. Was that this year?
I don't know. I thought it was this year. It's been a long year, man.
It's been a while.
But also Jesse Eisenberg was in Now You See Me.
Whoa,
that
bro,
movie was fine.
Magic?
Yeah, those movies are great.
Yeah, what the hell, man? I've never seen it. But
let's just put this up front, Brenden. If you are going to say our Jesse's better than a Jesse that appears in the movie, just stop because you don't know anything about movies.
That's true. I don't know shit about movies. All right.
What do you host, a movie club?
I begrudgingly watch 12 movies a year that I don't want to watch 8 of them. Is that the right math?
All movies should be 45 minutes long.
Agreed. What's my biggest complaint, Mike? Consistent complaint.
Okay, I've had this tab open on my phone for a while now. I'm just going to send it to you right now.
What?
You'll see in a second. I've had this open because I was like, maybe you should get this, but I forget. I just chose not to send it.
Prescription for Adderall,
This is a great podcast, Mike. Where's this fucking?
Now I can close this tab.
Here we go. Point of no return shop. It's a hat that says "Make Movie Shorter."
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit, that's good.
Pre-order's now closed though, Mike.
I probably should have sent it to you when I saw it.
You motherfucker. They should make movies shorter, except for the good ones. The good ones are fine, unless they're like pushing 3 hours. That's a lot.
It's incredibly subjective.
Nah, movies should be a little bit shorter.
This is why Brendan's not in charge of anything regarding film.
There's every movie has like at least 15 minutes they could just shave off. At least 15. Think about how many movies you see, Mike.
Be longer than 45 minutes.
I mean, Aquaman was probably longer than it needed to be.
All right, Mike. See, I'm not so wrong, am I?
Mike picked one movie that came out 5 years ago.
No, I meant Aquaman 2. I saw that Wednesday.
Oh, is that out already?
It came out yesterday. I saw a screener Wednesday.
I never saw the first one.
The first one was good. First one wasn't bad. It was out of all the DC things, it was all right.
Was this one good?
Not really.
Okay.
That sounds about right.
You're not a big Momoa
Mike, did you buy that bundle?
No, I'm still thinking about it.
I just saw it pop up.
I was gonna buy that 11 movie bundle that you sent me, Brenden. It's just that I own maybe half of those films, and then the other half, technically, if I were to purchase it, would be the same price as if I just buy the bundle. So I could do it and
listen,
break even, I suppose.
No one needs to own any of those movies twice. That's for sure. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. Like, you've made some cases for this Eisenberg fellow and this Plemons fellow, but I haven't heard anything else. So at the bare minimum, our Jesse is a top 3 Jesse of the year. So I mean,
look, as long as we're keeping things realistic here.
What about the Reverend? Did he do anything this year?
The Reverend Jesse Jackson? I don't know.
You got a Google machine? Check it out, Mike. Right, as it stands right now, Jesse's on the podium. I don't care which height of the podium he's on the podium. And since we don't know,
is the point of this activity to knock Jesse off the podium?
No,
I'm very confused.
I know. You keep baiting us into like further digging Jesse down.
Which is fine, because like I said at the top of the show, I'm not the Jesse of the year.
No.
It's an honor just to be nominated, you know?
I'm
nominated by the governing body of just Brenden, really.
When we give out our end of the year awards, we're gonna have to mail Jesse his award.
I have the PAX East one.
See,
like up there.
He was a best in show PAX East 20 something.
Yeah,
20 something. Can you confirm a year for me? Was this year?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Mike. Geez, it was Slay the Princess, Jesse Vitelli, other games we played. I don't fucking remember.
I got a Saki too that year.
Oh shit, Jesse got 2 fucking best in shows.
I got 2 awards.
How many did you get, Mike?
0, but I'm not on trial.
Yeah, but you know who else got 0? Jesse fucking Plummins and fucking Jesse Eisenberg. Think about that.
We don't know that.
But to be clear, like their award season hasn't happened yet.
And also there was an Oscar this year, and Jesse Plemons was definitely nominated. I'm pretty sure.
Well, it's an honor to be nominated, but he didn't win shit. Jesse took home 2 goddamn awards this year. The year's not even over.
But he could win the award for Killer Flower Moon or whatever.
Listen.
Right?
Jesse,
like January.
Jesse was at the Game Awards. I didn't see Jesse Plemons at the Game Awards.
Yeah, but I wasn't in the Game Awards. I was in the audience.
No one needs to know that. No one needs to know that.
No, if I'm gonna win this, I gotta win this on honor.
the merits.
On honor, yeah. You know what the show needs? An editor, because this is going to sound like pure ass.
This show needs a new cast. Probably a new host.
Also true. Mm-hmm.
Maybe just new everything.
I think that'd be sick. I think next year, just for like some random episode, none of us show up. It should just be all different people. No one address it.
I can make that happen.
Just record an episode, Brenden. You don't even show up. Just have everyone else do a thing.
It's called Ask the Controller.
I like it.
There you go.
So, if I wear some of my Pass the Controller logo like shirts with a open jacket over it, it almost always covers it so it says Astral. I just think that's funny.
It is great. We should lean into that more.
We have to talk to who?
No, I said we have to talk about comedy.
Okay, let's talk about it.
No, I'm good.
Okay, let's not talk about it. This is all I had planned for tonight. All tonight was going to be was I sent Jesse the message. I said, perfect, it's Jesse of the year. That's true. You did say no. What do you want to celebrate this year, Jesse?
Stop putting this on me. This is your show, man.
Yeah, but the show, listen, the listeners get us every week, except for this past week where I didn't post the episode. So they didn't get us last week. So this week they get you. The people get what they want. They get someone else entirely.
They get one of the top 3 Jessies.
They get one of the top 3. They don't know which score he gets, but he's one of the top 3 Jessies of 2023.
Okay. What was the question again?
I don't remember. I really don't remember.
This is solid stuff here. I'm just going to type in the word Jesse into Google and see what happens.
See what happens. If you were a hot dog, Jesse, would you eat yourself?
Give me like 2 minutes to think on that and come back to me.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fair. Because that is like a head scratcher.
He's going to his thinking chair.
He left. He did leave. He was like, I'm done with this show. If you're an audio listener, Jesse put his headset off and he walked away.
We are now left with
a glowing palm tree man.
He
is some character from the new Yakuza game coming out in the background. I don't know if you see that. Jesse took that home from when Jesse was out at the Game Awards. He was at Giant Bomb not after dark. Whatever the Giant Bomb couch thing is called after during that time. And they were sponsored by the. He is going to answer this question live on the air. For those of you who are listeners only, audio listeners, Jesse.
What was the question?
If you were a hot dog, Jesse, would you eat yourself? The answer is yes.
Yeah.
The answer is yes.
It's a visual bit, but believe us, it's worth it.
Yeah, you need to go over to youtube.com and type in top 3 Jessies. Don't do that. Type in whatever this show is, and you can see Jesse is dressed up as a hot dog. Was that your Halloween costume this year?
Yeah. I was a hot dog.
There's just like there's these weird pauses in the conversation that I can't make heads or tails of.
I wanted to say something clever and I just didn't. How do you follow that? I was a hot dog.
That's the first time I've ever heard you like actually pause and think like, how do I follow this? Normally you're off the cuff and you say something generally pretty stupid. But this is the first time you're like,
that's my bit, Mike. I'm not actually stupid.
This time you're like, but this time you actually went, I don't know what to do with this.
Is Eddie's $1 Million Bake Off? Cook Off. Is that a Zoog movie?
What is a Zoog?
I don't know, but Mike and Tom always bring up Zoog movies. What is a Zoog?
That's right. Can I turn my movie to a Zoog movie?
No.
Can we do Smart
That's
House?
what we should do next year. That's my theme for next year. Mike, that should also be your theme for next year.
What the fuck? Wait, okay, so in using your own vernacular, are all DCOM Zoogs?
No, Zoog existed for a period of time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is Zoog an acronym?
I don't know.
I don't think it actually stands for anything.
I think that was just clever Disney marketing.
Does it have anything to do with Zubumafu?
That was my next question.
Definitely not.
Zubumafu was a what kind of animal was he? He was a
lemur.
Lemur. Yeah, I think it was a lemur.
Wait, Zubumafu was an animal?
Yeah.
Well, it was the two guys and the lemur.
Yeah.
I don't know anything.
And you and Zubumafu, and then
I thought it was a TV show. Was it a TV show?
It's a TV show named after one of the characters, which was a lemur.
Zubumafu.
Yeah, Brenden. Animals can be on television.
All right, are you guys ready for the definition of why
Zoog?
it's called Zoog?
Yes, please.
Okay, so the block, Zoog Disney, was hosted by robot characters called Zoogs, who resided in the Zether, the space between TV and computer.
So it was just cool during that time to just add Z's to things? Is that why?
Yes. Yeah, we used to add Z's, we used to add X's, we used to do a lot of weird shit. Just to make the spelling cool. Stick out.
We used to be a society.
The names of the Zoogs. So one was called .com, one was called Browser, one was called Twitch, and there's one on here that says, I think it's probably pronounced Zoogina, but I keep reading it Zoogina.
Girl, let me see that Zoogina.
Bring it back, Mike. Make TikTok. Download TikTok. Become a TikTok person, and do something with Zoogina.
It's a lot of work, but I think it will pay out for me.
People would eat it up.
Just like I eat up that Zoogina.
The other night, this podcast has nothing to do with video games, and that's perfect. The other night, I forget what Jen and I were watching, but after we were done watching whatever we were watching, I, as one does, I put on, Vines to cure my anxiety, whatever it may be. Come to find out, Jen doesn't know what Vines are. Like these did not exist in her. She did not view these things. So a lot of these things were like new viewing to her. And I definitely had a point for bringing that up to reference a very specific Vine. And I can't stop thinking of the word Zoogina, and I forget which fucking Vine it was. Top 3 Vines. Top 3 Vines of 2023.
I definitely had some banger Vines.
Or of like when Vine existed.
The one that just goes, look at all these chickens.
That is a good one. That's the top one.
The one where the kid is like spelling, and he's spelling like the word like shark or something, And he's like SHARK. Dolphin.
that one was not in the thing I watched. The one that
you need to watch Volume 2.
Mm-hmm. The one that probably elicited the biggest laugh from Jen was the one where the dude gets scared, and he's like, "You almost made me drop my croissant."
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
The one where the lady...
Joy 101 one.
Which one?
The one where the microwave is about to hit 101, and then when it hits 101, it goes, ooh. It's like the theme song to Zoe 101.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. The other microwave one that's like, is that a weed? I'm calling 911, and she puts 911 into the microwave. That's a good one. That's a pretty funny one.
The one where the guy's just like, shut the fuck up. And that kid's like singing.
Yes. Yeah, that's like a super quick one. That's all the whole Vine, right?
It's like a kid singing, and then like immediately cuts to the kid like hitting the piano, going, shut the fuck up.
Is Vine better than TikTok?
I say yes. Based off of me not having a TikTok. Okay. I also
there's something creative about Vine having to like fit it into 6 seconds no matter what. Like TikTok is now like, it started as like 15 or 30 seconds, and now it's moved on to like, I think you can make like a 5-minute TikTok, and it's like,
that's too much.
The editing is way better on TikTok. Like people like put a lot of time into their video, but there's something about like the creative restrictions of 6 seconds that just made it like the ultimate like dopamine filler.
I don't remember how much time I spent on Vine itself to remember if I appreciated Vine as much as I did back then, but watching compilations of good Vines hits real good. Like, I'm sure in 10 years we'll have nice TikTok compilation YouTube videos too, but I think you're right. I think that 6-second sweet spot feels pretty good. A lot of Bo Burnham in there too. Shows up a lot.
I think the sheer volume of TikToks too make it harder for compilations, because it's like there are a lot of memorable Vines, because like there were a lot of Vines, but like there weren't that many that went like super viral.
Yeah.
For like TikTok, I feel like there's like 10 new viral things every day.
Yeah.
And it's like the sheer volume of it is like, I can't watch all of this or care to watch all of this.
Yeah. I just like to laugh, I just like, I want to get silly. I just want to get the sillies.
I feel like TikToks.
No, you go. Oh,
I was saying, I feel like TikToks also, they have a habit of referencing themselves, or the TikToks are just like someone else watching a different TikTok, that kind of thing. At least that's what I see pop up. So I don't know if that will make good compilation content. It's like, oh, here's someone watching a different, better TikTok.
TikTok for Mike is like SNL. Mike pretends that he doesn't watch SNL, but somehow always has seen the more recent sketches via YouTube. So are you just ingesting TikToks through a different source?
Yeah, you assholes.
I don't send TikToks. That's Todd. Todd sends TikToks. Todd is on TikTok all day.
Todd sends TikTok. Every once in a while, you're like, all right, guys, we're doing TikTok theater, and you'll just go through TikToks. Yeah, that's pretty much how I see, or Reels sometimes. I don't even pop into Reels all that often anymore. I used to do it a little bit more frequently. But yeah, that's where I see these things.
I like Reels because it's like watching the Vine compilations. It's already been filtered out for me. I don't need to watch any of the garbage.
By the time it makes it to Reels, it's like, Ben, you're filtered. You're so right.
Yeah,
exactly.
TikTok is purest form.
Speaking of SNL and YouTube, because it pops up on my recommended YouTube.
It just happens
like the next
me.
day. Yeah, and I'll click on a few of them. The the joke exchange this year was pretty good.
Yeah. Yes, it was very, very funny.
That's all I have to say about that. Every year I feel like Michael gets the best out of Colin. This year I think he did a pretty good job. Colin did a pretty good job.
Yeah. That was I still don't know if the lady that he had brought on,
I believe she was just an actress. She was just an actress.
Okay. I was like, if this is this real person, they are very not into this bit. They are very much not on board with what is happening. Because they're at the very end, he like goes to shake her hand or fist bump or something, and she like backs away, and I'm like, oh dear. Yeah, that's one of my favorite ongoing SNL bits. Jesse,
yeah, good for those guys. They really came into the roles.
Yeah, as a New Yorker, how do you feel about SNL?
Like as just like a program?
Sure,
it's fine. I mean, like, I am not like I gotta watch SNL every week. Because I think it's hit or miss. But
Mostly miss.
Yeah, mostly miss. But like I catch the highlights, right? Like I think the Pete Davidson Ken bit where I'm just Pete
it's pretty good.
is like probably one of my favorite things I watched this year because it's just so dumb.
Yeah.
But like ultimately, like I watch the music performances if it's like an artist I really like. But outside of that, like I've never been to SNL. I've never like felt like trying to go to SNL. Like it's just never been.
Yeah.
I am technically in an intro to SNL. You can't see me, but I'm there. In 2012, I went to see the I went to Bamboozle in Asbury Park. And Foo Fighters were headlining that Saturday night, and they weren't supposed to. Blink-182 was supposed to, and they had like some big problem, and they had to bail out, and they got the Foo Fighters. The Foo Fighters were also playing SNL that night, so they did the opening for SNL like from the show. Like they opened the show with like the cameras panning and being like, "Live from New Jersey, it's Saturday Night Live," and I'm in that crowd.
Hell yeah!
You might be able to find me somewhere in that crowd. Yeah. There's a lot of people in there. And then they finished the set, and they took a helicopter to New York, and you can watch them go on the helicopter and like fly away.
That's kind of dope. Yeah.
Be kind of cool.
Yeah.
So not only
to be so important to get someplace like, listen, send in the chopper.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
It was like behind the stage. They literally like went behind the curtain and then like the helicopter like took off.
So not only is Jesse the Jesse of the year for 2023, he's also the Jesse of the year for 2012. Retroactively, he's getting a second award tonight. We're just giving out the awards.
2012.
What year did Social Network come out?
That might have been close.
Don't you dare put Eisenberg back on this list.
I think Eisenberg wins that one.
Hold on.
Between Eisenberg and Heisenberg, I can't win.
2010. Right? 2010.
What year did not Catch Me If You Can?
2012 movies.
Yeah. Now You See Me.
Now You See Me.
Wait, Now You See Me is 2012?
I don't know.
That might have been 2011 too.
Yeah, see?
I made a 2011 too.
Yeah, yes. It wasn't as good. Yeah.
Oh no,
Ken likes it, but the rest of us don't.
Now You See Me was 2013, but 2012, that might have been.
I don't know. It sounds like you guys are really trying to make Jesse not the Jesse of the year for 2012, but
no. But 2012 might have been around like the last couple seasons of Breaking Bad, which was big.
Ooh.
Jesse Plemons as Meth Damon, aka Todd on Breaking Bad,
and Jesse Pinkman.
And Jesse Pinkman too. I thought we weren't going to do fictional characters, so I refrained from that.
That still puts our Jesse in the top 3, baby. He's on the podium. My guy doesn't leave the podium. He doesn't leave it.
Yeah, you know what I did in 2012? I graduated high school.
See? Diplomas and awards. Back to back. Undefeated.
Andy was in Saturday Night Live.
Hot dog of the year.
Yeah, and I was in Saturday Night Live. Instead of going to my high school graduation, I was in university.
That's even better.
I like you say undefeated, even though we've definitively proved that he was not.
We have defeated me.
He has been defeated. He was not number one.
Number one is subjective. I'm still putting Jesse at the top of the leaderboard. I don't give a fuck.
This is all subjective. What do you mean only number one is subjective?
First of all, Jesse Plemons in Breaking Bad, I fucking hate that guy. Doesn't he shoot a kid?
That's the point.
Does shoot a kid. That's the point. That's how good he was.
Nah, fuck that guy.
That character.
Jesse didn't shoot a kid in 2012. Jesse,
you don't know that.
No,
yeah, that we know of.
Wait, hold on. Is that the year with the helicopters for you? Wasn't there was that middle school?
No, that was like 2007.
Okay.
That was a weird way to transition out of shooting a kid. Wait,
okay, now I have to tell this story to like clear my name. In 2007, it was, in like middle school and high school, how like when you have finals, you have like half days or like you just go in for the final and then you leave. It's like not a whole full day of school. Usually happens like a little bit before like the rest, like middle school or like elementary school and stuff. Like they go till the end of the year or whatever.
Yeah.
So like it was like finals for like middle school or whatever. And we were really into airsoft. So we used to go to the woods and shoot each other with airsoft guns because we were dumb kids. We went to the woods And to be clear, I wasn't part of this. Like, I was supposed to be there, and I did not go. Because we used to do this all the time. We would go to the woods and we'd shoot each other with airsoft guns. I did not go that day, and all my friends went. And the woods is right next to an elementary school, and they saw a bunch of kids go into the woods with airsoft guns, but they did not know that they were airsoft guns, so they put the school in lockdown. And then the police showed up, and the helicopter showed up, and all of my friends got arrested.
Oh, okay. Yeah, these things happen.
I was not there though. I got nothing on me. I was chilling at home. I was eating like some sick mac and cheese or something. I don't know, whatever dumbass 7th grade Jesse was doing.
2007, Jesse of the year. He was eating mac and cheese.
Best
so
mac
getting
and
arrested.
cheese. Best mac and cheese. Not shooting guns, getting mac and cheese.
It sounds to me that the award should go to the mac and cheese and not Jesse.
It can't be a dual recipient, Mike. You're trying so hard to not give Jesse an
I didn't
award.
make the mac and cheese. It was probably fed to me by my mother.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. If it was the best mac and cheese, then it sounds like
Game of the Year 2017. What year?
Sounds like the mac
Game
and
of the
cheese
Year.
was really good.
What was actually the game of the year in 2007?
In 2007?
What was the game of the year in 27?
27 in the year 27 AD.
What was Jesus playing right before he died?
Stick and hoop.
2007 Game of the Year was probably Mario Party DS.
No.
Or the B movie game.
No, I feel like it was like Mass Effect or something.
Maybe. I don't know. It could have been. I don't know. People like the first Witcher. I have no idea.
I have to look this up because you're not giving me a.
No, 07 is a good year. It's Mass Effect, BioShock, Mario Galaxy.
Yeah. Call of Duty.
No, it's a good year.
Portal.
I'm just reading very
Halo
far down the
3.
list. Yeah, but there was a Shield PS2 game.
Rock Band was 2007.
Oh, that's true. That was a good year for us playing Rock Band.
That was a good year for us. That's how I learned what rock music was.
Yeah, you're over here like
true.
Super Stardust HD or WWE SmackDown vs. Raw 2007.
I hate to say this, but those answers are why I find Brenden saying that you were Jesse the Year kind of suspect.
No, trust me, I get it. I'm with you.
I can't, Mike. We have an esteemed guest on our fucking show.
So you say.
I'm not esteemed. I'm wearing a hot dog suit. I was broiled.
We have an broiled guest on our show.
Thank you.
And we're trying to give him the fucking.
Never steam a hot dog.
We're trying to relish him in awards, and you refuse. You've mustered up this courage to be such a dickhead to our broiled guest.
You done?
Catch up, Mike. Get on the same level with the rest of us.
I was waiting for you to. I'm like, how many more toppings can he attempt to pun in?
Stop being a sauerkraut, Mike. All right.
Hey, listen, you got.
I'm not giving you that one.
Okay. What else do they put on hot dogs? If you go to Coney Island, Jesse, what's like? If I'm going to Coney Island, I want to get dogged up. What's the dog of choice? What am I doing here?
I'm gonna be real with you. I'm a person that just puts like mustard on their hot dog. I don't do anything fancy.
Okay.
I don't need it. The hot dog itself is good. I don't need to put a bunch of shit on it.
Is there like a New York hot dog thing? Like, like Chicago has like Chicago fucking whatever the fuck bullshit they put on there.
No, New Yorkers don't care about anything.
Okay.
We'll fucking eat the hot dog on the floor if we have to.
I've seen it. It's crazy.
New York's a wild place. New York's the Wild West. New York's the Wild West of the East. Think about that.
You're really just saying shit.
I don't want to.
I really do normally just say shit.
It's true.
Brenden.
Brenden should invest in a filter.
Mm-hmm.
What is your favorite thing you've eaten this year?
My favorite thing I've eaten this year?
Yeah, what's the best food
question.
item you consumed in 2023?
Hard hitting question.
This might be
Gotta get this show back on track.
Coming from a hot dog. Let's go.
Is this getting the show back on track? I mean, I guess it is. Fuck. That might be an unanswerable question. I'm in the hot seat right now. I don't know if I can handle this.
All right, Mike, Dom, do you know what the best thing you ate this year was? Is there a memorable food or meal you had that you're like, damn?
What's the best thing we've eaten this year? Text me.
I don't.
I got to phone a friend.
Yeah, I don't think so because my memory is full on garbage. I'd probably eat something and be like, oh yeah, this was pretty good, and then by week 2, I've forgotten it.
Ooh, no, I do know what it was. Let me pull up a picture. Hold on. So
I'm also not a food picture person, so like I can't even scroll through and be like, oh yeah, here's an Instagrammable photo I took of this really great clam chowder or whatever.
So the best thing.
That was a weird pick because I don't like clam chowder.
The best thing that I ate this year was probably, honestly, everything that I ate at Honey Road in Vermont, which happened to be oh my God. We got these, do I have a picture of the menu? Because I don't remember it was on them. We got dinner at this restaurant called Honey Road in Vermont the weekend that we got engaged. And this food, I think it's Mediterranean? Regardless, all of the food was phenomenal. The cocktails were fucking phenomenal. But these, like, spicy sesame wings that I got, like, absolutely fucking destroyed me. They were so delicious. Like, they might have been the best wings, aside from, like, wings, like, spicy wings in Nashville. Like, the best tasting chicken wings I've ever had in my life. They were so fucking good. And the cocktail that I had a few different cocktails that whole weekend, but I had a watermelon. It's unfair to call it a margarita, but I'll say that just for ease of people understanding the cocktail I had. It was a tequila-based watermelon drink that was unreal. And I make a lot of drinks. I like to think I'm very good at making drinks. I think Mike can corroborate that. Very rarely do I go to an establishment and have a beverage and think, yeah, that's worth, like, you can go and have good drinks, yes, but very rarely do I have a drink where I'm like, oh wow, like, I need to step my shit up, because it was phenomenal. And I will say too, runner up for at least beverage of the year for me is going to be something that I didn't make. I won't be as vain to put myself in the running here. That place that we went for Matt's birthday, Jesse, wherever that was.
I mean, I came late to that, so I didn't have any food or drinks there.
I didn't eat anything there, but I talked to that bartender for a while. He was a pretty cool guy. We were just talking about drinks for a while and stuff like that, and this dude made me some wild shit because I just gave him free reign. I was like, I trust you, like, whatever, do something. And he made some fucking, at one point he gave me a drink that was out of a 3-headed seahorse glass that was on fire. It was unreal. Everyone looked at me and was like, what is this drink? How did you get that? I was like, I don't know. I talked to this guy for a while and I said, do whatever you want. And he's like, give me a few minutes. And he came back with this fucking on fire seahorse drink. And at one point I was drinking out of like a skeleton head. It was great. It was a good time.
They normally call it a skull.
Yeah. Thanks, Mike. You're also on.
Yeah, I guess that's also an option.
This skeleton head?
Like a head made out of teeth or something? I don't know. Like,
it was like bone or some
bones
shit.
are money, Mike. All right.
So that was the best thing you ate and drank.
Yeah, I think so. I think so. At least for new stuff. I'm a creature of habit. I tend to eat a lot of the same shit over and over again. Like if we get takeout, I like to go to the same places because I like trying new places, but I also hate when I try a new place and it's like, fuck, I wish we just got food from XYZ. So I tend to like go to the staples quite often. So
okay.
Staples.
The staples.
Yeah, what are you eating at Staples?
Yeah.
They do a really good
toner.
Yeah, they have a charcuterie board that has like different inks and toners. It's like very low calorie. It's bad for your teeth, but
honestly, the office chairs they have there, delicious.
You're eating a whole chair.
Well, a nibble.
You save a little for later.
Yeah,
save a little for later.
Take it in a box home.
Where do you start, Mike? Do you go with the lumbar area, or do you like where you go top down? Where are you at here? You go wheels up,
down, top
crust first.
Crust first.
Yeah.
I don't like crust on my chair. I have my mom cut it off.
Tom down, especially if you eat like the leatherettes. The leatherettes, yum yum.
Ooh.
Oh, you don't like real leather, Mike?
It can be a little tough though.
No.
Yeah,
Give it a little
chewy.
tough, but you put some like glass cleaner on it. Really,
Baby, now you got yourself a stew going.
I feel like I get constipated after I have a full chair. You know, like it takes a while to
pass through.
Yeah,
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that just happens with our age. When I was younger, I could just go through them like that, no problem. And I was regular. I was regular.
You ever do an eating competition where you ate a whole chair? It was like, eat this whole chair, get it for free.
No, Brenden did it once, and they were very upset that he did it.
You got a T-shirt?
No, I failed horribly.
You failed.
This is my one terrible Tasty Burger story. We went to Tasty Burger.
Oh, this isn't a bit. You really failed a food challenge.
Yes. I just shouldn't have entered it. I just shouldn't have done it.
Shouldn't have done it. The people serving like
they were so mad that I ordered it.
Like, what was the challenge? Like, what did you have to eat?
I forget. I think it was 3 hot dogs, and
that's nothing.
No, it was it was like multiple hot dogs, multiple burgers, 55 burgers, 55 hot dogs, 55
fries. 55 pies. Yeah.
It was multiple burgers, it was like I'm pretty sure it was like a full
was it like chili dogs?
Yes, it was multiple chili dogs. It was 55 chili dogs. It was like a full like I keep wanting to say laboratory cafeteria tray, I think, of French fries, if I'm remembering correctly. I don't know, it was a lot of fucking food. They were very mad that I ordered it, because if you ordered it and finished it, it was free, and I was like, oh, I could do that. I couldn't do that.
Couldn't do it.
How far did you get?
Way less than I even thought I could get. Like I ate like, I don't know, definitely not half. And I looked at, and you have to like finish it within 30 minutes. And I looked at Mike and Dom, and I was like, yeah, no, it's not gonna happen.
I had a video somewhere. I'd have to look at it.
Yeah, no one needs to see that.
I said I would have to look at it. I'm not saying I need to share it to the world. I'm just like, I kind of am curious as to what actually occurred.
There was one time in college where I think the 3 of us, there might have been a few other people, we were at like a drunken late night IHOP session, and I think Dom and I were drinking the syrup out of the container, trying to see who could drink the most syrup.
Mm-hmm.
Not a food I mean, not a sanctioned food competition. There was no judge in
food competition is what you make it. If you made that a challenge, it's a challenge. You want to eat all the boysenberry syrup? You go for it.
You have any food challenge stories, Jesse? Are you a food challenge guy?
I've never personally done a food challenge, but I have watched my friends do a lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
So my friend Greg. Okay, this is an unsanctioned food challenge. My friend Greg, he works out, big guy, like just muscle, everything, right? Runs marathons. He is convinced that he can eat 100 chicken McNuggets in an hour. And like, I believe that he could do it, but I think it will do irreparable damage to his body.
Yeah, he wouldn't feel good for like a week.
And he's like, no, I could do it. And then he's like, I could do it, and I'll even drink a whole large Sprite. And I'm like, bro, we're not asking you to add more to this challenge. So every time we get together, we keep trying to egg him on to eat the 100 chicken nuggets because we just want to see him do it at this point.
Yeah.
Because he keeps talking about it. And he hasn't done it yet. But I think the next time we have like a group gathering, I'm just going to bring 100 chicken nuggets. Because I think it always gets to the point where it's like someone has, because like we get to the point where it's like, okay, we'll do it. We have to go get them. And then nobody wants to go get them. So I think if I show up with them, he'll be forced to do it. That being said, I did watch him eat. There's like a bar in Midtown or whatever. It's just like it's like right by the train station or whatever. It's nothing crazy. And they have like some burger challenge where you have to eat this like, it's like 6 patties. It's like just like some big ass burger and fries. It's like $30 if you finish it. You get it all. I watched him finish that. But that was like, that one was really chill. Like there wasn't like a timer or anything. They were like, yeah, you just got to finish it in 30 minutes. And like he did it, but like no one like was watching him. Like he could have easily taken like an hour to eat it. And no one was really checking on him.
Are these still a thing that like happen now? Like do restaurants like still do this type of thing? Like is this like a
there are YouTubers out there. There are YouTubers out there that like entire channel are them like going around the world and doing food challenges.
Oh, so Wait, Brenden, I feel like you wanted to say something.
I was just going to say, in my sophomore year of college, I lived in Alston, and we lived sort of near this like really good. I don't even know if I hope it's still there. It was good. A good like breakfast place called Eagles. It was called Eagles because it was like either on BC's campus or very close to BC, and phenomenal, like really good breakfast. It was like a great diner, but they also had like the challenge, and it was one of those places that like people would like. I'm pretty sure Man vs. Food was there before. Like people go there to try to do the challenge, and it is a shitload of fucking food. And the entire like there's a whole like I don't know if it's the whole wall or there's a very large wall that is full of if you fail this challenge you like have to have your picture put on the wall.
A wall of shame.
Yes, yeah. But the food there is really good. But like I have been in there so many times, just like hungover weekend breakfast there, and there's always at least one person trying to do the challenge. I don't know, weird wild shit, but good food.
I remember there was a time that we had gone to Five Guys, and there was a guy in the corner that was just eating a huge stack of burgers or some shit like that, and he was
dog,
and he was recording it. And we knew he was posting it somewhere, and we were never able to find it because we didn't like go up and ask him, "Hey, what's your like? We want to watch this video or whatever." But I always want to know what that man was up to.
I always want to know what that Sonic thumbnail.
We'll never find out.
I want to know so bad.
Oh yeah,
I want to know so bad.
We'll never know.
Everything about that sequence of events was perfect. It was quiet. We were so confused what that thumbnail was, and then out of nowhere it was like wubba lubba dub dub.
Yeah,
someone's phone went off.
It was the best order of operations. They couldn't have went better. Before we wrap things up, I would be remiss to not make this for a moment a video game show. Jesse, what's some of your favorite games of this year? Because I'm sure you have played things that we probably won't talk about. So I'm happy to hear some things that made Jesse V kind of happy this year.
You know what I've been playing a lot of the last like week? Warframe.
Do we need to get into Warframe? Is this what the play is?
I will never suggest that anyone gets into Warframe because that shit is confusing and doesn't make any sense.
But you know what would suggest?
It's cool as shit if you're flipping around as a ninja and just like shooting people. It's cool shit. You just do cool shit in that game.
Do you want to try to sell Mike on Warframe or sell Mike on Sea of Thieves? Are we pivoting to Warframe?
Let me tell you about the Plunder Pass, Mike. I don't know what's going on at Sea of Thieves anymore. I can't in good conscience suggest Sea of Thieves because I have not read up on it recently.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I also would not suggest Warframe.
Yeah, to be fair, when I got my PlayStation and I had only purchased Spider-Man at the time and didn't play it, I was looking at articles like, what games should I get for PlayStation that are free? And Warframe was one of them. I did download Warframe, and I probably played it for about 10 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, that game takes a long-ass time to get going.
Yeah, but once I figured it out, like, it was just Destiny, but free, I was like, listen, I wasn't going to play Destiny. I'm not going to play this either.
Fair.
What else has been getting your gears all oiled up?
Octopath Traveler 2, baby.
Hell yeah. I need to finish that. Definitely not going to finish it this year.
That game rules. And I would not have played it had it not been for Eric Van Allen and Michael Hyam just chewing my ear off about it all year. And so I finally made it a point to finish it before the end of the year. And it ended up being my third favorite game of the year.
Do you have a list already?
Somewhere, not yet.
Okay.
Be on the lookout for it. It'll be out eventually.
Hell yeah.
Somewhere. But real quick, the last thing is NAR, Play With Your Food, NOUR. It's like literally just a game about like, here are these weird levels with food, and you just like do weird shit, like put gummy bears in a meat grinder, and you just like hit buttons and do weird shit, and like a jellyfish comes and like eats all your corn. It's a weird game. It's like 45 minutes long. It's like $10. It's really fucking cool. You can do all sorts of weird shit with all these different food items. That's a good one.
You play it on Steam or play it on PlayStation?
I played it on PlayStation 5, but it is on Steam and I believe Xbox as well.
Ooh, all right.
I don't know if it's on Switch.
I may have to look into this. Sounds interesting. Did it come out this year?
Yeah. Came out a couple months ago. It's developed by Panic.
Like the people behind the Playdate?
I don't know if it's the same people. It was kickstarted. It was a Kickstarter game.
Play with your food. This, I feel like I saw someone talk about this. Did Blake talk about this?
Blake was talking about this a lot. That's how I found out about it. And then other than that, I've just been playing a lot of Fortnite this year. It was a big year for Fortnite.
I'm happy that you're back on the Fortnite train. What have you been enjoying this current season or?
Yeah, I dig this current season. I think I'm level like 55 or 6 on the Battle Pass. Yeah. Which is like probably the furthest I've made it in like a while in the Battle Pass, to be honest. But I came back for OG because like everyone came back for OG. I played a little bit of that and then got like caught up in other things. And then I was like, cool, I'll be back for like the full season. And then they added like Lego and Festival and Rocket Racing. And I was like, yeah, cool, I'll check out all these. And then I was like getting Battle Pass XP for all of them. And I was like, all right, you know what? I'll play Fortnite.
Yeah.
And now I'm just dropping hot.
Hot drops, baby.
Feels good. I played a lot of live service games this year. Like, I look back on all the games I played this year, and like a lot of them were live service. Like, I played a lot of Destiny this year. I've been playing a lot of Warframe. As always, I'm playing Final Fantasy 14, playing Fortnite. I'm playing the finals recently. That game's pretty cool.
Yeah, I downloaded the finals last night and played a few matches with Todd. I could see myself popping in and out of that for a little bit. I don't know how much legs that has with me personally, but it's fun enough. It's quick matches.
I think when you play with a full team of 3, it's
probably
like a very different experience.
Yeah.
Because like there is something fun about like coordinating, like, okay, they're on this point, like how are we gonna get in? And then it's like, oh, I got the sledgehammer, let me just bash through this wall and we'll all like on 3 like just break into this room and like do something like it. Or like, oh, we got to defend this point. Like, I'll put the mines down here. You put your turret over there. Like, I'll grapple up here and like watch from a vantage. Like, when you can coordinate with your team, it's like a much different experience.
Yeah.
Than just like hoping your random player like does what they need to do.
Yeah, it's like it gives me Rainbow Six Siege vibes, but it's way faster paced. Like it's like Siege is like a very like I like Siege. Siege is a very like slow pace. Like you want to be very tactical and strategic and methodical and like pretty much shoot for headshots, where this is like a little more running gun, but still has like those, like you said, the teamwork tactical elements. So I'll play a little bit more of it, see what it does. I don't foresee myself spending a lot of time, but I do kind of want to get that cat that can go on your shoulder. Like you can get a cat cosmetic that just hangs out on your shoulder while you're running around.
It's got a little tinfoil hat on.
Is there a dog too?
No dog yet,
oh,
just
damn.
a cat.
Damn, I was gonna say we could have got Mike and Dom in the same pitch right there.
But the shop is on rotate, like on a refresh timer, so like it could refresh. There could be a dog. I recently saw a gun that's not in the game yet. It's like a skin for the gun, but every time you get a kill, it prints out a receipt of the player's name that you killed.
That's pretty cool.
And like that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it does some interesting. Like I like the concept of it. I like the the announcers, like kind of like I don't, for like lack of more creative way to explain it. It's like gives very game show vibes, like live sport vibe at the same time.
It is a game show. Like that's the whole pitch for the.
Oh really? Oh okay.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. So I was not far off. I was accurately describing the game. Yeah. So that one's cool. I feel like we've definitely played a little bit more Overwatch this year than I think we have in the last few years.
Yeah.
I think Ken and Cam being on it very consistently has kind of pulled us all back in.
Yeah, I dip in and out of Overwatch. Like I have fun with Overwatch when I want to like play something with friends.
Yeah. And
then I remember just like how mismanaged that game is on like every fundamental level.
Yeah.
And I get sad. Although they're finally doing the thing I've been asking them to do forever, which is like bring in weapon skins. The like hard light weapon skins are in the game or coming to the game. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. We're finally doing weapon skins. Like, yes, please. Like, I'm so sick of gold weapons. We've had them for like 8 years.
Yeah, I'm surprised that they never really did that. That's like seems like a like easy. Every fucking game does that. You know what I mean? Like, it's a very easy cosmetic addition.
Like the cosmetics are cool, but I usually only see the gun of the character that I'm playing. So like, I would like there to be like more variety there, and like for more things for me to chase after instead of like a dumb weapon charm or like souvenir that does virtually nothing.
Yeah.
So So, here's hoping that maybe in 10 years time we're talking about Overwatch 8. It has something going on.
Yeah. You got a top album of the year or top 3 or something if you don't want to single one out.
Yeah, I've listened to a lot of good music this year. Honestly, one of my favorite records this year was Higher Lonely Power by Fireworks, and that came out on January 1st. That was like literally the first day of the year, and I've listened to that album like consistently.
What's the name of it?
Higher Lonely Power, by Fireworks.
Mm-hmm.
I listened to the Sufjan Stevens album Javelin. Really tremendous stuff there. Honestly, the Olivia Rodrigo album, Guts, fucking ruled. I listened to that a lot this year. Jeff Rosenstock's
You like it better than the first one?
I think I like the singles on it better, but I think I like overall the first album better than Guts.
I think I would agree. Todd said he liked Guts better than the first one.
I think I like Vampire and Bad Idea, right? Are like just absolute bangers. But like I think cohesively as an album, her first album
Playability,
was, like, yeah. Like I don't find myself listening to Guts like all the way through. I find myself listening to like 5 or 6 tracks that I just like really, really love. Trying to think, there was like probably like 1 or 2 other albums. Oh, the Boy Genius album, like easy up there, top 5 for sure.
I feel like I don't know if I've ever listened to Boy Genius. I need to do that because I do like Phoebe
What
Bridgers.
you should do is you should listen to Julian Baker, who is like my actual favorite artist of all time.
Okay.
Because she is one of the 3 of Boy Genius.
Okay.
And now I will like never be able to see Julian Baker live again because now that Boy Genius is so popular, like I will never be able to get tickets to that show because Ticketmaster is a fucking nightmare for anything.
Yeah, that's annoying. Weird Olivia Rodrigo anecdote. Salem is not a city that like you go to like into Boston itself or in New York where like posters for things get splattered everywhere. That does not happen in Salem unless it's like local shit. For some reason, and they're still fucking up. There are like Olivia Rodrigo things all over the fucking. Have you noticed these, Mike? They're fucking all over the place, and they're still up.
I don't think so, but I also don't get out enough. So
like I'll be so confused. I'll be like, did someone?
What is it for?
Is the album called Vampire?
Like just the album? No, the Empire. The album's called Guts.
So it's like a poster of her, and it says the word vampire. I don't like, but they're like, but they're put up like how like I don't know, you like fucking walk by the subway in New York and it's like posters for albums or movies or something. And they're like in quick succession. It's that here, which does not happen up here.
Is she from Salem?
I have no idea actually. That's gonna be even funnier if that's the truth and I didn't know that.
Like, what is the connection here? Is
I don't
it just
know.
because it's the word vampire? And it's like Salem. Like,
I think it's that. I think it's just vampire.
What a weird marketing thing that is.
It says she's from California on Wikipedia. So, yeah, I don't know. It's very bizarre, especially because it's so out of place because those types of things never go up in Salem. So I'm always like, and they're still up to the point where I'm like, every time I see one, I'm like, why is this here? Why has no one scraped this off? Why? Like, I don't care. I'm like, hey, get Olivia Rodrigo out of here. It's just more of this is so bizarre. Like, who put this up?
You hate Olivia Rodrigo. I get it.
Yeah. You
got beef with Olivia Rodrigo.
Yeah, Team T Swift. Don't they have beef or something? Aren't they like? Don't they hate each other?
I have no idea.
Is that fake?
I don't think they have bad blood.
Is that no? Isn't that like a thing? Don't they don't like each other?
I have no idea.
Olivia Rodrigo, Taylor Swift. Hold on.
You're gonna find a picture of them like just hanging out, just having a fucking ball.
You think Olivia Rodrigo and Taylor Swift are the same person?
I've seen.
I can't prove otherwise.
Are Celine
it's like
Dion
Sheryl
and
Crow, Shania Twain?
Yeah, that's what it is.
They're the same person. You'll never fool me.
Celine Dion and Shania Twain?
No, Shania Twain and Sheryl Crow.
Oh, I was like, no, Celine Dion and Shania Twain. I don't buy that.
Listen,
I'm all for a good conspiracy theory, but I don't see Celine Dion and.
But you're on board with
Shania Twain, Sheryl Crow.
What about Shakira and Taylor Swift? Do you think they're the same person?
I've never seen them in the same place.
Never once. You know who I've never seen in the same place is Jesse Eisenberg and Jesse Vitelli. So
I have.
Okay. Well, you have. You're them.
Can't prove otherwise.
Fuck.
He's right.
He's got a point. All right. We could do this all night, and I could go pour more bourbon, but we shouldn't. Exactly. We should not. We should be respectful of everyone else's time, including Jesse. Jesse, before we get into the game and wrap things up, plug however you want to plug, whatever you want to plug, or whatever. The floor is yours, my good sir, to do as you wish.
Do not contact me.
Mike's going to steal that.
That's fair.
That's going to be Mike's thing.
I think I've already said that.
If you want to contact me, wait until after the holidays.
Okay.
Talk to me January 2nd. No, I'm on vacation. Talk to me January 5th.
You can go to www.jessetop32023.com and fill out the submission form to reach Jesse if you want to.
Sure.
I don't know.
If you happen to go to that website and there's a submission form for whatever reason, fill it out. See where it takes you. I won't see it, but see where it goes.
Jesse, as always, we appreciate you, brother, for coming on,
y'all.
for hanging on, for hanging out, hanging on. Yeah, hanging on too. You know, don't let go.
I had to hang on this whole fucking ride, man.
don't let go. But we love you. We appreciate you. You know, East Coast, Beast Coast. You know, Jesse's the best. We love Jesse in this house. But before we play the game and wrap things up, of course, you can follow us and find us everywhere at passthecontroller.io, at passcontroller on social media. And you want to help us out? You want to do the easiest thing to do to help us out? Leave us a 5-star review wherever you listen to the show. That's Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you listen to the show. Quick 5-star review does wonders to help us get out there for more people. If you have bucks laying around and you want to support us, you can, of course, do that by going to a multitude of places. Twitch.tv/passcontroller, subscribing to the show. You can go to patreon.com/passcontroller, become a patron. You can go to passcontroller.fellows.com and buy some swag. Either way, we appreciate however you choose to indulge us. But the easiest and freest way to do that, of course, is leaving us a quick 5-star review. And as a reminder, if you're just an audio listener, we do record the show live every week at twitch.tv/passcontroller. So if you want to catch us live, you can do that. If you can't make the live show, we understand. People are busy. You got things going on. We do upload the VOD every week to our YouTube channel. So if you can't catch it live, you can watch it over there. But without further ado, as we do with every episode, we end with the game show. And since this is a guest episode, we're going to have 2 leaderboards going at the same time. So for the cast leaderboard, Dom has a commanding lead going into the final 2 weeks of the year with 66 points. Todd is at 58 and Mike with an honorable 47. And on the guest leaderboard, we will omit all of the people who are not here and also happen to be lower points. But Cam Hawkins is sitting at 7 points, and Jesse Vitelli, our current guest tonight, is sitting at a cool 4 points. So there is a potential for Dom to continue to solidify his victory this year and Jesse to overtake Cameron. So without further ado, we're going to play a game that I like to call Answer Unlocked. And if you're unfamiliar with how this game works, I will read the achievements/trophies for this game. Whoever is able to get the game first gets the point. We're going to do 4 tonight because 4 would put Jesse in possible contention to overtake the guest leaderboard if he can do a clean sweep.
Okay.
Game number 1. To blank's credit, earn a loyalty card. The useless trinket. Earn the first of blank's prizes. Blank's
Resident Evil 4.
Incorrect. Blank's last lamentations. Earn the second of blank's prizes. Something from everyone. Unlock each standard blank.
Baldur's Gate 3.
Incorrect. Friends Forever. Max rank each standard blank. Rare collectible. Equip a blank companion.
It's not Hades, is it?
It is indeed Hades, and Jesse gets the first point of the night, bumping him up to 5.
It's Karen's loyalty card, right?
Yeah. Okay. That brings us to game number 2. Let me scroll back up. Blessed. Acquire all blank and receive blank's blessing. Protected. Acquire 4 mask blanks. Soulful. Acquire 3 vessel blanks. Scroll down. Get rid of some of these ones that are all just like acquire this many. Honor. Defeat the Dung Defender.
Oh, is this Elden Ring?
Incorrect.
What's the Dung Eater?
Obsession. Defeat the Collector. Attunement. Collect 600 essence.
Know this.
Blank Friend. Rescue half of the imprisoned blanks. Metamorphosis.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Incorrect. Metamorphosis. Rescue all of the imprisoned blanks.
Is it Kena Bridge of Spirits?
Incorrect.
Oh, it's achievement, so it has to be Xbox, right?
It could be either.
Or are we doing
Trophies.
trophies? It could be trophies.
It could be trophies, yeah. Did you play Kena? I always wanted to, and I never did.
I played like half of it. It was
Is it
fine.
good? Yeah.
Right.
Neglect. Leave blank to die.
High on Life.
Incorrect. Purity. Slay the blank smith with the pure blank. We'll skip that.
Is it like Lords of the Fallen?
Incorrect. Connection. Open half of blanks blank stations. Hope. Open all of blanks blank stations and discover the blank nest.
Dead Space remake?
Incorrect.
I don't know what the fuck this is.
Cartographer. Acquire a map of each area. Warrior. Complete the trial of the warrior. Conqueror. Complete the trial of the conqueror.
Is it Baldur's Gate 3?
Didn't you already say that? No, it's not.
No,
That's for the last one.
Okay. Fool. Complete the trial of the fool. Sealed siblings. Defeat the title of this game with blank by your side.
Is it Persona 5 Tactica?
Incorrect.
defeat the Persona 5 Tactica.
Is it Forspoken?
Incorrect.
I'm trying to think of like Fool. Like I was thinking of like the tarot cards. I was like, what the fuck is this?
That's not a bad guess. Dream no more. Defeat radiance and consume the light. I feel like at least 2 of you have played this game. I don't know, but one of you.
I can take a guess as to which 2.
But you definitely know it. Third person. Who didn't play it? Void. Remember the past and unite the abyss. Speedrun 1. Complete the game in under 10 hours. Speedrun 2. complete the game in under 5 hours.
It's Call of Duty.
No. You can beat that in 8 minutes, Mike.
Oh, of course.
Or whatever Christopher Judge said. True hunter. Receive the hunter's mark. Passing of the age. Aid the herald in moving on.
Oh, it's Warframe.
Remnant 2.
Incorrect. Memory. Defeat white defender. Dark romance.
Every time I think I'm getting kind of close, you say some weird shit.
Dark romance. Defeat Gray Prince Zote.
We've played this game?
I mean,
my guess is that me and you have played this game, and Mike knows about it.
That would be my guess too, but the more he talks about it, the less I think I played this game.
Pure completion. Achieve 112 game completion and finish the game.
Oh, fuck. That doesn't help.
Embrace the void.
Specific.
Ascend the pantheon of blank and take your place at its peak.
God of War 3?
Incorrect.
Immortals Phoenix Rising? Like, I don't fucking know.
Incorrect. All right, I'm going to start back at the top, and I'm going to not omit things I omitted. Charmed. Acquire your first charm.
Oh, yeah, that helps so much.
Is it Alan Wake?
Oh, fuck, it's Alan Wake 2, isn't it?
It's not Alan Wake
Defeat
2.
Alan Wake. Yeah, defeat Alan
Read
Wake.
Alan
2
Wake 2. Yeah, wait, can you read that one again? You don't have. You can omit the word, obviously, but can you read that specific achievement again?
Where did that one go? Defeat the title of this game and become the vessel. And the name...
Stranger of Paradise.
Incorrect.
Final Fantasy Origin.
The name of the achievement trophy is... I almost just said the name. Is the name of the game.
Yeah, defeat the God of War Ragnarok and become the vessel.
Okay, go back to the top now and you can continue what
Oh,
you're doing.
oh, is this Bounds Wonderworld?
No, that would be wild. Defeat the Ballad Wonderworld and become the vessel. Sealed Siblings. Defeat the title of this game with Hornet by your side.
Exoprimal.
Incorrect.
Defeat the
it's Sonic Colors.
Incorrect. Let's see. Blessed. Acquire all charms and receive Salubra's blessing.
This game is not real. This game is just not real. I refuse to believe this is a real video game.
You don't remember Salubra?
You're so right. I don't.
And Hornet?
Is it Senua's Sacrifice?
Incorrect.
Is it Hollow Knight?
It is Hollow Knight.
Oh.
Jesse gets another point.
To be so Hornet doesn't register with me, but it's that character from fucking that everyone wants to play in Silk Song.
But Salubra got you. That's what got you.
Salubra's the one, yeah that really got
you there. I have to change the other games now because you guys said too many things. Now the brain juices are flowing. So
no, just keep
I guarantee you they are not.
Just keep going.
I guarantee you I don't remember a single thing I fucking said during that one.
Just keep going. Pick the same games.
Go
with the same games.
I can only definitively say that I've guessed.
He doesn't want to go with the same
Sonic
games
Colors.
for a reason.
That's the only game I know I've said recently.
You said Call of Duty.
You did say Call of Duty.
Yeah, but the problem is that he's gonna pick a Call of Duty. It's not gonna be just called Call of Duty. It's gonna be called Call of Duty : something. I'm not gonna know what the : something is, and he's like, "Can you be more specific?" I can't. And it's gonna be you two guessing the other Call of Duty games.
What you do is you wait for one of us to guess a Call of Duty game, and then you just add a number.
Yeah.
Call of Duty 5.
all right.
Game number 3. Go ahead. Say
Game
it.
number 3.
Baldur's Gate 3.
Fuck.
You got it.
It's Baldur's Gate 3. You piece of shit.
Don't worry. We have a game 4.
I knew there was a reason that he didn't want to keep going.
Because you've guessed it for everyone. I'm like, he's going to say Baldur's Gate 3 as soon as I start. Well, there you go. That's a fucking free point. Now,
so we need
now I am going to
first
change the last game, so there's no fucking shenanigans.
Call of Duty.
Alan Wake 2.
I don't know if we've done Alan Wake yet. I can't do it now, but I don't
You
think
should just
we've
do it
done-
now.
Yeah, double fake us out.
Yeah. All right, hold on. I got it. You need to give me the full title of this game.
The
Alan
Last
Wake
of Us
2.
Part 2 remastered.
Incorrect twice. Feel the blank. Story complete. Parentheses medium, all caps.
Oh yeah, of course. I already know what this
Rock
is.
Band 3.
Incorrect. Serious
Guitar
blank.
Hero rock the 80s.
Story complete, parentheses hard, all caps. Close parentheses.
Why are you reading these? Clearly, is there an expert one too?
Maximum blank. Story complete. Parentheses, all caps, old school. Close parentheses.
So to
Tony
answer your
Hawk
question,
Pro
no.
1 and 2.
Wait, what'd you guess?
I'm just saying Tony Hawk. I don't
Oh,
know.
incorrect. Blank. Blank in the ass. Story complete, parentheses hardcore, blank.
Like Doom Eternal or some shit.
Incorrect.
Wolfenstein: The New Colossus.
Incorrect. Part 1 complete. Complete part 1 of the story. We're going to skip the rest
In
of
the
those.
ass, you say.
Yeah, go through like all 12.
All of those ones.
Stick of Truth.
Incorrect. A New
Fractured
York
Butthole.
Incorrect. A New York minute. Finish in a New York minute.
Well,
What?
Jesse.
Fuck are we? Are spoken.
Incorrect. Does that game take place in New York?
Yeah. The modern day stuff.
Okay.
Part of it does.
The Shadows Rushed Me. Unlock and complete New York Minute Hardcore. Out the window. Get 6 kills while driving through the VIP window, parentheses, free aim, close parentheses.
House of the Dead.
Incorrect.
Free aim?
The one-eyed man is king. Cover blank with perfect aim. Something wicked this way comes. Get 7 kills while jumping from the rickety boat. Parentheses, free aim. Close parentheses.
What the fuck does that mean?
Oh, Def Jam Fight for New York. There it is.
Incorrect. That old familiar feeling. Clear the hallway of lasers.
Resident
I'm
Evil 6.
So
Incorrect.
confused. Rickety Boat. Hallway of Lasers.
Lasers.
Those are the same game?
New York Minute.
Amidst the
In the
wreckage,
ass.
destroy all the models in the boardroom. So much for being subtle. Get 9 kills while being pulled by a chain. Parentheses, free aim, all caps, parentheses.
It's like Dead by Daylight or some shit.
Incorrect.
The fuck
It's
is this?
Hitman, the balding
Sniper.
attorney.
Incorrect.
Balding attorney.
The only choice given. Get 8 kills while dangling from a chain. Parentheses, all caps, free aim, close parentheses.
Oh. Is this The Last of Us?
Incorrect. Trouble had to come to me. Clear
Free.
everyone on the bus ride.
Clear everyone on the bus ride? Is that what you said?
Mm-hmm. Along for the ride. Trigger a blank blank on the zip line. Parentheses, all caps, free aim, close parentheses. Sometimes you get lucky. Get a headshot during the rooftop tremors. It was chaos and luck. Get 6 kills while riding the pushcart. Parentheses, free aim. The road killed behind me. Total everything on the runway. You push a man too far. Don't shoot the disarmed man. Secret. Secrets.
Now you spoiled the game for me.
The fear of losing it. Survive a level without painkillers.
Left 4 Dead?
Incorrect.
Left 4 Dead 2?
Incorrect.
Alan Wake.
Incorrect.
Yeah, I'm just thinking of games that have painkillers in them.
It's fear that gives men wings. 10 blank blank kills in a row. You might hurt someone with that. Shoot 10 airborne grenades. 1 bullet at a time. 300 headshots. You play, you pay, you bastard. 100 kills with melee.
Is this a VR game?
Nope. This is... well, I'll save that. I'll reveal that later, if need be. With practice,
it's Resident Evil VR.
Incorrect. With practiced bravado. 100 kills during blank blank. Colder,
None of these are helpful.
colder than the devil's heart. Kill 30 enemies in 2 minutes. Let me scroll down and see if there's... A license to kill. Collect all golden guns. Full Monty.
Overwatch.
Incorrect. Full Monty. Complete one of each game mode, including all gang wars. Blank blank invitational. That doesn't. I'm not going to read the rest of that. That doesn't help anybody. It's just not going to do it. It's just information that is not going to assist. Let me scroll down further.
That compares to literally anything else he said so far.
Let's see here. I guess we're gonna skip the DLC ones, and we're just gonna go to... Let's see. This game released in 2012 for the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360. A Windows port came out a few weeks later, and an OS X port came out later in the summer. It is a sequel in a series.
It's usually how sequels work.
Is it BioShock Infinite?
Incorrect. Let's see.
Metal Gear Solid 4.
Incorrect.
I actually don't know when Metal Gear Solid 4 came out.
On Metacritic, this game has an 86 and 87, depending on the platform. GameSpot, IGN, and Polygon gave this game a 9 out of 10. Game Informer gave it a 9.25 out of 10.
Oh, wow.
Max Payne 3.
It is indeed Max Payne 3.
We probably should have guessed that earlier, Mike.
Yeah.
I've never played Max Payne 3.
You really fucked up. I just thought it would be funny to end on a game that Todd would have probably got immediately, and Todd's not here, so that's what you fucking get, Todd. That was a Todd point. That leaves the guest leaderboard tied at 7-7, so I'm going to figure something out. Unless you want to drop a fifth game right now. If not, I'll figure something out for you and Cam to duel it out.
No, I'll figure something out for Cam and I, because
yes,
Cam has to be here for
all
whatever
right.
we do.
We'll do a duelist welcome. That'll do it for this week. Episode 399. Jesse, thank you again for closing out on the cusp of episode 400. It's kind of wild.
Yeah, it wasn't good enough for episode 400. Had to bring me in for 399.
I don't know what we're gonna do next week, to be honest. You won't be here. I
won't be here.
I was gonna see for 400 if we could just open the floodgates and any previous person or just friend of the show that wanted to come on, just like pop in at any point whenever you want and just be a fucking nonsense show. And that still might happen. So, you know, you could pop up on your phone and come in and yell something. We'll see. But that might be what happens. But seriously, thank you so much for coming on again.
Thanks for having me.
It's always a pleasure. We love you over here. And we love you out there. Until next time.